See?
Where did I put mine? Oh, it's over there.
LAN. The Gallery Department shoes. Type in that.
See, I didn't even know they had a shoe.
Nah, it's like by Levon or something like that.
Oh, Lanvin?
Yeah, him. Yeah, type in Levine.
Lanvin. Lanvi. Yeah, there you go.
Do they not look exactly the same? Take out the Gallery Department now. And type in shoes. They're not the same shoe. So why did ASAP get no love and hated on? They're the exact same shoe with a different color. I don't care what nobody says. I will still blame ASAP because of the rollout of them Under Armours were lazy as shit. But they're the exact same shoe.
I don't like any of these shoes.
Am I wrong?
They are the exact same. But I mean, the Travis Dior's are the exact same shoe.
That's where I'm going with this.
The Travis Dior's are the exact same shoe. I mean, they're all kind of ice creamish.
But I think we got to give Rocky his credit. How long was this? What, 4 years? 3 years? 3 years, right?
I think so, yeah.
18.
I mean, I would give Rocky his credit, but at the same time, this is also just another...
Osiris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is just off another skate shoe. He just did the shit with Under Armour.
But still, no one gave a... This was the ugliest shoe to mankind in 2018. But now them... How you pronounce his name again?
Lanvin.
Okay, Lanvin.
It's so simple. It's
Yeah.
phonetic. Like, Lanvin.
Lanvin is like going fucking crazy. Like, to me, the whole internet looks like that. Go back to Lanvin.
Are those actually, like, popular? I don't know.
what?
I haven't
Bro,
seen
the
anybody
go-to
wearing
look
them.
right now is... What's my boy name? Tremaine's jeans with the fucking shit all around them and then the Lanvins. That's their go-to outfit right now.
Really?
That's like... I was really thinking about this yesterday. I'm like, bro, the internet is so easy, like, to manipulate things. Like, that's the go-to. Like, if you're cool, you have those.
Guess I'm not cool.
I been knew I wasn't. Fuck.
I didn't even know these shits existed.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, look.
This is the first for me
Bro,
to see
niggas
like all of these.
I've seen these shits non-stop.
Said Travis Dior's too.
But yeah, we can get it running. Just get this shit going.
Dior's. All right. Welcome to the Too Many Ideas Podcast. I think this is episode 23, maybe. You'll see. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe,
This thing got no
follow
energy.
us, listen to us.
That
What?
sounds so like
Do I? Oh,
Like,
my
here we
bad.
go
All right,
again.
time to pipe it up. Okay, you know what I mean? It's another episode. We back again.
There we go. Something.
Yeah.
Talk to me nice.
Let's get to it. Talk to me nice. Nice segue. Good one.
I'm weak.
So, honestly, the only person who's been in the news more than Tyler this week is Uzi. Like, for this
And dancing.
his dancing, and then the fucking Atlanta Hawks shit. That was wild. Like, nobody said anything, but that was fucking wild to
I was
me.
blown. 'Cause I don't want to talk about it.
This nigga Uzi bet $110,000 on the Hawks to win the series, and he lost all that money. I'm just surprised it was him. Like, I couldn't have imagined that it would be him to be the one to bet that much money on the Hawks. I would have thought maybe like Quavo or somebody.
I think
I'm
he
not
did
sure.
that because they beat Philly.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I guess he was probably going for Philly, and then he went for the Hawks now.
Yeah, because he probably lost money in the Philly game too. He was trying to make it back. Like, fuck
He
it.
had to double back. Wow, that's crazy. But what's even crazier is this story here with him and St. John and Brittany, his ex. Basically, what we're reading here is that he had pulled up on them when they was out to dinner or something, and basically like was pressing St. John, pressing her, and kind of like accosted her in some kind of way. And actually, like with St. John, they said that he had tried to like punch him and then he missed because St. John is so much taller than he is. And that's why the whole situation, that's why the thing with Brittany happened after that, because his gun fell out when he went to punch St. John. And then here we go after that. It's really weird to me because I feel like even though this story is out there, I haven't seen anything really like happen as far as like Uzi and his name and getting like, you know, like backlash and shit. Like, I feel like I haven't seen that yet. I don't know if it's too new or if it's too fresh or what the case is.
I mean, just nothing happened. This is literally like, yeah.
I mean, but he pulled a gun on her though. Like, that was part
Oh,
of the
did I
story.
miss that? You just said that? I swear to God, I didn't hear that at
I
all.
didn't just say that, but
Oh,
that's what
okay.
happened. Like, so basically, he went to punch St. John. He missed. His gun fell out. He picked the gun up, and I guess she was trying to like hold him off or whatever, and he pulled the gun on her and basically like put it in her stomach kind of thing. And then that's that. After that, the altercation was over. I don't know if he just like left or something. Can you scroll down here, Levi? Yeah, it seems like he just like left after that, because everybody was like afraid that there was about to be like a shooting because he had pulled his gun out, and they was in where was they at? L.A. at some
He
like
didn't
restaurant.
pull his gun out. It fell. Okay.
He fell. It fell.
And then he grabbed it and he kept it out.
And
What was he supposed to do? Oh, let me put this guy up now. The other guy hasn't seen it. I mean, it's already a hostile environment.
I mean, he wasn't supposed to, you know what I mean, like,
I don't
stick
know.
her up, essentially.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying that anyway. I don't know what the fuck is going on with him, too. And it's been going on for a long time. I'm starting to believe, and I've had this theory for a while, that she is low-key the aggressor in this. It's just he's the one retaliating. Because it's like every time we hear something, it's never both sides. It's just always him. And he is the bigger name, so he's going to come with that. But I'm just saying, like, why has he been wilding the fuck out when it has to do with her? And it's just her. Every time. He's done some questionable fucking shit, but we're not hearing the story. And even when it came down to the story, she started saying, which could be 100% true, I think she was under the impression that, or she started giving the impression that Uzi was beating her for the longest. I don't know if y'all remember that, and Twitter, like, killed her. And it was like, basically, she had, like, a lot of things that wasn't really, like, aligning with her story. And then also she was trying to, like, you know, play the whole influencer caring about others bullshit when they had other previous posts when she didn't really care about nobody. So, I don't know. I really don't know. This is just weird. And I don't really like to gain shit like this because I wasn't there, so I can't really have an opinion. But, to me, it's just weird that it's always Uzi being the aggressor. Something has to be happening.
Yeah, that's weird, and it's just like I was saying. It's also just weird to me because like when shit like this happens, like in the media, whatever, you would think that it would be like some kind of like backlash, some more information coming out, whatever. Like this happened. What day was this? Because I know it was like earlier this week at some point. So the 2nd. So it's been what, 4 days. And by now we would have had like a whole full account from something, or somebody would have.
I mean, it's
had
her.
some kind of
like, not to like be offensive or in any way. You just said St. John and Brittany. No one gives a fuck.
But I'm talking about for Uzi. Like,
But it's her. Like, it's because she's always attached to him, and she's bigger than her. It's kind of like the Johnny Depp and what's his ex-shorty name? Yeah,
Amber Heard
type of effect here. Like, I don't know. If it would have been somebody, if it would have been JT, this would have been everywhere. You feel me? But it's the fact that it's Britney that only made it to this far because of Uzi. And I feel like he also, not to say he's doing this anyway, he could also control the story. Like, yo, we're not posting, no one posts this. It's fucking Uzi, bro. Like, it had to be, to me, depending on who the artist is always gonna have to be someone either bigger than them or at least equal with them. In this case, no one. St. John, huh? I mean, all respect to him, but no, it's kind of even like the fucking Sheck West and Justine Scott shit. That didn't really break until she continued to push it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because Sheck was bigger than her. And that's what, you know, women have to go through. I don't know. I just hope the best for Britney and everybody's safety. Like, this shit's weird. It's been going on way too fucking long. Like,
yeah,
way too long.
This had happened before. Well, not this didn't happen, but basically, like, there was another, I guess, issue before when she was seen out with St. John, like, months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
So I didn't even know about that. See?
Something attached to Uzi. I don't think Uzi was, like, there. He went and did anything, but it was just, like, another kind of, like, news story. I'm not really sure what's going on. Because she said that she's not with St. John, and then...
But it doesn't matter. He's with JT. I think it was, like, some beef. Like, Britney was sneak dissing, like, JT and saying... I don't know, bro. They're too old for this. Niggas get their bread, bro. Stay in their corner and just let it be, bro. Like, move on. Life is so much more than this. You have thousands, millions of dollars. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what's going on with that. Like, it's just...
I just don't want something to happen where this nigga loses his whole career over just some back and forth shit, you know? And even with her, or her do something stupid too, like...
Even still, like, even a part of that, though, like, why did he pull up there? That's where I'm just, like, my wheels are turning for, like, the why of how, like, all this even, like, got to this point.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
I mean, he is Uzi, so I'm not going to say it's not possible. He has resources to find out where she is, but to find out precisely where she is, pull up
like,
in the out of a second.
Not even that part of it. Like, of course, like, he could find out where she is, but why and what made him pull up there for her?
Yeah.
Assuming that he's in this whole new relationship with JT,
That's what
everything
I'm
is
saying.
going good. Like, what made him pull up there to fight St. John and then subsequently fight her?
That's what I'm saying. Like
you're risking, that's weird to
you're
me.
risking your relationship, your public eye, your public everything, and going there to address. I would assume to address something. I think it's just it has to be something provoking him. Not saying it's with good reason that he went there. I don't know why he went there, but something is provoking the situation. Like, why risk all that? Why? And
Yeah.
publicly, just pull up at a girl crib, talk about it. I don't fucking know, but like, yeah.
Why do you think this happens so much? Like in, and I won't just say it's just in hip hop because I feel like it happens in like Hollywood culture, like in general. Like the same thing, like you brought up Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, like their whole situation after they were kind of like, even after their relationship was over, it was still kind of like the same kind of shit going on. Like
Niggas don't want to let go. This is simple. It don't matter how big or small you are, you don't want to let go. And I feel like for Uzi right now, it's more of like a, and that's why I said what I said before we started rolling. I'm not sure how much, and with all due respect to this woman, I don't know how much she has to endure because she's Uzi's ex. Like, she just probably can't go a day without saying this nigga's name. You feel me? And that's all due respect. And I'm not even saying in the sense of like she's talking shit, but she's really big for that. So I just feel like it gets her into kind of, finicky situations, especially if Uzi is someone that's like constantly trying to keep up with her and what she's saying about him. So
yeah,
I don't know. It really depends on the person, because I think just as much as he's putting this effort in to do all this, he can walk away from it. Because I don't think she's doing anything to tarnish his name or take money out his wallet, his plate, his food, nothing like that. So like, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. It has to be something. I would assume this is me coming from like a solid state of mind. Like, something has to be going on. But
Joe, that's just the whole thing for me when shit like this happens. It's never we'll never really like understand the backstory of it. Like, because cool ex, you would think that when you're in his particular situation that something like this wouldn't happen. That's why that's why it threw me for a loop to even see this story come up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but did you see that shit that I sent you about that had Amber Heard in it with the Johnny Depp thing?
Yeah.
Like, that was kind of crazy. I didn't know too much about their story. I'd only heard the Amber Heard side about him being abusive, but apparently, according to a lot of different sources, it was really her that was the abuser.
You know that?
No,
that was last summer, wasn't it? Yeah, they've been said that. Like, he lost a lot of fucking money because of her.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of money, a lot of brand deals, a lot of deals, a lot of shit, a lot of shit.
Yeah, that Ben came out. Like, he tweeted, or someone of his camp, I remember something had came out like early last year about like him basically like SOSing, like begging for help on trying to like get out of the situations. I think he used to hurt himself too. Like, trying to like not hurt her or do anything stupid or something like that. I just know he had a lot of pain going on. I can't remember exactly what I read, so I'm not gonna try to quote anything. But yeah, what you sent me, that came out last year, basically where everyone had thought it was him beating her. Yeah. And in all reality, she was cheating. There was rumors of her cheating. One was Elon Musk. And I think she came out and said, Elon came out and said he didn't do anything with her. And it was somebody else that,
but they verified that he was at her and Johnny Depp's house.
Yeah, not even hers, Johnny Depp's house.
Yeah, well, yeah, Johnny Depp's house.
But yeah, that shit's sad. That's like a case, that goes both ways. I guess up under the rug, because we know Johnny Depp is bigger than her, but in this situation, Johnny Depp isn't the aggressor, so it doesn't matter. Like, if that, you know what I mean? Like, if it was him being the aggressor, this shit would have blew the fuck up. This is kind of getting swept under the rug because he's not the aggressor. He's not the one. He's basically fighting for his life in a way, And,
this, like, that shit that I sent you, I had seen like a whole bunch more of them, and it just like went to show me, not even went to show me, but just like highlighted how crazy shit is in Hollywood.
No, for
real. Like really, really crazy. Did that one that I sent you have the lady who had started the cult? That was from fucking what was that show called? Smallville?
Yeah.
Like, that shit was nuts, bruh.
Yeah,
like, it was
cult.
just some regular Charles Manson shit again.
Yeah, and that shit gets up under the rug too. And they all was making money and pimping.
And
girls.
she only went to jail for 3 years.
You're bugging. It was 5, I think. It was probation or something.
No. She had 3 years of jail. There was another dude on that. I think it was on that same one.
Okay.
He got 5 years of probation, and he did some way worse shit.
Yeah, you talking about the fucking Did he get? Was it rape? No, it wasn't. I don't know. No one actually got caught for rape, but it was touching inappropriately or making some kid do something inappropriately. That one was really wild because I think
Mack,
he works for he worked for Disney. Right
yeah,
after
that guy.
Kyle Massey.
No.
Oh, bring up Kyle Massey too, because he just had a story come out, but it was. Yeah, but it was a different dude. It was a dude who does like voices. He did the voice of the mirror and Zack and Cody.
Yeah,
and yeah. I remember that one too. That was. I don't know how these people get away with this kind of stuff.
Oh, and then
bro.
fucking what's his name just got sued, bro. Well, he didn't get sued. He settled outside of court. Why the fuck do I want to say Johnny Depp? Fucking what's the brother's name, bro? The two actors' names, the brothers. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro.
Not from Zack and Cody. Yeah.
No, y'all just say it, bro. Y'all gonna say it.
What two brothers?
Franco. Frank.
James.
Oh,
Yeah.
James. Yeah.
Yeah, his school got the girls were saying that like they were making him do sex and inappropriate things, and anybody that got naked got better privilege, and they had to settle outside of
James
court.
Franco or the other
That
one?
was James, because Seth was talking about it.
Yeah.
He's never worked
Working with him again, yeah.
So wait, so James Franco, that's the older brother.
I don't know about the age. I can't remember.
And then the younger brother.
We
what's
have the
his
internet
name?
in front of us, man. Look it up.
We got so many stories going on right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Yeah, but that shit was crazy because they got one girl not saying that, this is, I'm trying to like say it's great or nothing. I'm just saying she got like $695,000. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro.
listen, his shit has been going on for a little while now.
And this shit is crazy because when I first got up with the story, I thought
Dave, that's his brother.
I thought it was the school, but no, it was him. Like, he was included with it. And I was just like, wow. It's fucking dumb, bro. Niggas is stupid. But yeah, that shit happened. I think he settled outside of court or some stuff, a civil suit, whatever. And I think it was like 2.2 million or 2.1. But I was telling JoJo, I was like, bro, you know how to settle outside of court in a civil suit, that means they have you. Like, they just don't want to take it there, but they have everything. To take it there. Like, bro.
And like, for shit like this, I feel like if you settle outside of, if you settle and basically like, I know that's not really how the legal system works, but if you settle, you should be able to like face like a jury trial, like face like jail time type shit.
That's not fair. That's double jeopardy still. I paid and now I gotta go to jail too? What I pay for?
Nah, see, that's not double jeopardy.
But it's essentially, is it not essentially the same thing though?
No, because it's two different
Go
courts
ahead.
of law.
Good.
So you know,
No.
double jeopardy.
Yeah, I know
really,
it's the same court. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But to me, it is the same thing because I just paid you to shut the fuck up, and now we still going to jail. It's like that's all I'm saying. Like, not trying to even get that deep or dark. I'm just saying, like, then there's no point in this court. Well, what'd I pay you?
I mean, that's true, but I'm just saying, like, I guess what I'm saying is like, if it gets to the point where like, okay, this nigga needs to settle, then it should be like, all right, fuck the money, we sending you to jail type shit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, basically, you're saying like money is not big enough of a.
Yeah, but then again, the whole thing with civil court is that it's easier to prove shit in civil court than it is in criminal court. So even if he did have to settle outside of court in civil court, he still probably maybe wouldn't have gotten like.
That should have been. I think it'd probably been a bigger case in federal court and then longer and you never know. But to me, if you settle for this much, it had to be something. There's something big, like, you know what I mean. That was like just we got you with this. Like, there's no and ifs or buts about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, his shit is kind of deep. It's not even just like those girls at the school. It's also been like people that he's worked with.
See, I didn't even know that.
Like, it's been a lot that's been coming out about him lately. And it was interesting because people were mad at Seth Rogen at first because he was still kind of like supporting him, and then now he just like switched up his whole thing. Is probably starting to hurt his brand or anything. But
I mean, you can only do so much for somebody. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm gonna say about LA, bro. Like, and I guess fuck LA, just celebrity status, like becoming a person yourself, and doing what you gotta do. It's like you to a certain point you gotta, I guess, network. If I'm a model and let's say, I just want to make up a name. I don't want to say Levi, but like somebody, whatever, my photographer becomes big and starts doing some wild shit. It's like, damn, he helped me be this big of a model. Do I say something? Like, and I feel like that becomes a really dicey thing because when he was with me or when this person was with me, everything was cool. So you might want to defend them, but you don't know what they do in their spare time. You feel me? Especially with all that money. Like, bro, shit's just mad weird.
I feel like when it comes to situations like that, like, it's best to just... And it's hard if you're also, like, a famous person because people are going to ask you.
Exactly.
But it's best to just kind of, like, not really say too much. And then even if it was me and it was someone that was, like, I had a working relationship with or whatever, and we were both, like, famous or whatever, and stuff came out, and it would just be like, listen, I'm not sure about that. I feel like we need to wait until, we see... whatever, what's more, because it's just like, especially when it's someone that you don't know that well.
In the public eye, you basically just threw them under the bus, though. If you're not gonna defend me, you're basically against me. I feel like that's a Netflix like line or something.
that's kind of true, but it's just like, if you also go to defend them,
Yeah, you're putting a lot on the line for yourself. Yeah,
Exactly. And it's like you could do that for people that you actually like, maybe like know outside of that industry. But when it's someone that you just know in the industry, it's just like, yeah, I mean, I work with them. I'm not sure. Like,
but to me,
know.
not trying to stick on this topic too much longer, but like we're saying the industry, and it's really blurred. I would believe to like a Seth Rogen, to a Franco, to any celebrity to status, because that's their life. Mm-hmm. We're saying the industry because we're able to look at it from the outside in, but this is their life. So I would assume someone like Seth Rogen has spent so much time with this person that he may have felt like, nah, you know, or maybe it's questionable, or maybe he didn't, you know, maybe it was an accident. You know, there's a lot of shit you tell yourself when you want to be there for someone. So it's like, you just really never know. But next story, the Disney star, Kyle Massey.
It's more of the same shit. But Kyle Massey was charged in Washington for allegedly sending explicit photos and videos of himself to a 13-year-old girl on Snapchat. And other teens are saying it's part of a pattern. The weird thing with like Kyle Massey is just like, where was he? His show was like,
was it Corey in the House? Corey in the House. Not trying to be funny, but why is it always like Disney Nick stars?
I feel like that has to do with a lot with how people are like brought up and how you're exposed so early to all of this type of shit. Like, honestly. Because when you think about like the nigga from Zack and Cody who's plays the mayor, who was doing all that shit with all those kids from that show and also from other shit, like you gotta think if that's just one story that came out, that all that kind of shit could be happening to different kids in Disney right now.
There was a main reason. Was it Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly? Like she been stopped wanting to do the show because of the nigga with the fucking foot fetish. You feel me? But Miranda Cosgrove had to like stick him for her like a plenty like several times, saying like you know how she felt and shit.
Yeah, his name is like Dan something. I can't remember.
But yeah, I was about to say that too. I feel like it's kind of like there's already creeps on set. Let's just say that, and it's like I guess psychologically you might be doing things that are changing, you know, the projection of what your actions may be in the future. I don't know. It's weird to me because it's like I'm not gonna sit here and blame Disney, but that's the only big name to blame, you know. And shit like this is just weird. I don't say money solve everything, but like, bro, you're a ex-Disney star. How old is this nigga? Like 30? 29 years of age, bro. You can probably get any girl your age by just bringing up the fucking Corey in the House. You may not keep her, but you can get her. You feel me? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
that'd be like with anything like this in this kind of vein, it's just like, especially for stars, whatever, it's just like, why? What even drives you to go that route with things? That's why I feel like it's more work. And that's why I feel like it's a systemic kind of like a damage type of thing that people like go through. And, you know, when you have people like the Dan guy with the foot fetish and the other guy who plays the mirror, like when you have all those kind of like people around, and those are the people that you're seeing day in and day out and day in and day out, and they're kind of, you kind of get that influence from them, or they're doing it to you. Yeah. And it's just like, now as you get older, you know, it's all,
I don't know. I can't really say too much because I feel like it's more of a, this is like an argument, you know, people have all the time. Is it, are you born like this? Is it psychological? I don't really know. I don't even talk about it too much. I really don't know. But this shit just to me is just weird because it's like, we know we always have different options in life and decisions and shit. But like, to me, shit like this is like, yeah, I can't even say. I mean, because I want to say it's not a mistake, but like, you know, people make dumb decisions and you do learn that, you know, from there is a mistake and you can change. So I'm not going to go as far as to say that. But it's like, I just don't know.
But I mean, I think this is definitely like a pattern with just child stars. Like when you think about when you think about a lot of the people who
look at Zack and Cody.
When you think about a lot of the people who were exposed
like what they're
to
doing
fame now, as really like young kids.
Was it Cole and Dylan Sprouse? Look up what they're doing now.
Yeah, Cole and Dylan Sprouse. When they were exposed to fame at such a young age, it just comes with so many other things, and I'm not even talking about
just copy. I'm listening. Go ahead.
He went to their wiki. Doing so much on this screen right now, and it just goes not even just like the fame in general, but you're exposed to like so many people who are using you, want to take advantage of you and what you have to offer.
He's 28. I'm a firm believer, and I think that's what you're saying. And the reason why I say go to Cole and Dylan Sprouse because I think it was. I don't want to say which one I thought it was, but I know one of them was wilding out for a moment. And then one of them was like on their like business shit, and was living
like that's Dylan,
and was living in New York and started doing like I think drinks or something. He did something. It might have been Dylan, But wait, what? Why'd you type this? This just threw me off.
New photo scandal. Don't nobody care about that. Yeah, go back. There was another more interesting one. 17.
There
he
was
cheating.
one of them that was wild out. Was saying that he was on their campus, like basically asserting himself, saying like I'm a star, have sex with me, type shit. It was one of them. I don't want to say.
There it goes. It was Cole.
Yeah. Okay. I thought so. I'm not gonna lie, but
In a series of incidents seeking to basically cancel my castmates and me. Oh, that's what he said.
I'm not too sure about this being right or wrong or who did what. But the reason why I bring these two up is because I think what you're saying applies to them. Because I feel like Dylan went the route of like, hey, like, which is odd because no one thought it was Dylan. You remember Dylan came back with the whole model pictures like randomly and took over Twitter? No one would have thought it was him, but I feel like he had the better people around him. As in Cole, to me, was always the star, right? Was Cole always the star? Is that who plays Zach? What's the other way around?
Yeah.
Let's look it up. I want to be quoted right.
Is there any way to
Yes, you can
tell?
look it up. I want to be
Like-
quoted. I want to be quoted right. I might be wrong. So hold on.
I have no idea. Like,
So Zach was Dylan. And
Cody was Cole.
all right, I get confused.
What do you know? What are you
confused.
trying to say?
Hold on.
These niggas are the same nigga.
All right, so Zach was the cool one from the show, right?
Yeah.
And Cody was the
It was like the nerdy.
okay, and Cole was the one with the
With-
allegation.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me switch what I was saying. All right, cool. So I feel like Zach had more attention all around, had the better people around him. To quote what you were saying, in the sense of like, these people are around these certain people, you know, it may influence them in different ways, or things may have happened to them that are now changing their future. I
Yeah.
feel like with Dylan, it was like, and I think he kind of ran away from the fame essentially. Like to me, he started, then he came out and said he wanted to take it more seriously and start doing indie films, if I'm not mistaken. So I just feel like we're all seeing like Disney stars kind of like take form of like what you're saying, who they're around. And I feel like Cole is still chasing fame. Like that's what he blew up for the whole, you know, allegation of touching these women. Like, hey, I'm Cole, I'm this, I'm that. Who says that? Like, you know what I mean? So I just feel like, just like with us, I feel like your environment plays a very important part. And I feel like with them, even being twins, it shows drastically. Isn't Dylan married?
Yeah.
Like-
He's just with Barbara Palvin.
They're
Oh,
not
he's
married?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Okay. But like, yeah, it just shows drastically. So I don't know. And then, you know, fucking
Yeah, Cole's a photographer and is like doing. He's making like mead.
Of course, that nigga's a photographer.
And then,
he makes what?
He makes mead, which is like fermented like alcohol.
Me?
Oh, that was Cole that makes the drinks. Okay, I seen that. I didn't know who that was.
He does like comics now. He's doing like a comic.
Fire. But yeah, I just feel like
Interesting.
these two are literally like the best example I came to my head that like, you know, basically the same people. They're twins. You know, we can use them for example. That like the environment is what changed them to be completely different, or you know, make the best decisions for themselves. And then you even have fucking Mr. Mosby. He had did he catch a body? Yeah, he caught a body. You
Wait,
feel
he
me?
killed somebody?
You don't know that?
Nah.
I think it was a car accident.
I wasn't a big like Disney
It was car
Channel
accident, right?
person,
Yeah, he
so I
caught
didn't keep up
he
with
caught a
lot of
body
these
to his time. You feel me? And came out and you know caught some couple millions after that. I would hope off of this show. I don't know, but next topic.
people. That's crazy.
So I want to I think Mars does it best introducing topics. You go ahead.
What were you about to introduce?
This
Oh, you want to talk about the shoes?
yeah.
Oh, how the ASAP shoes look
Yeah.
the same as the Lanvin shoes and look the same as the Travis Dior shoes and
That's an introduction. Come on.
Nigga, that is the introduction.
Whatever,
Like,
bro. So basically, you know, I've just been giving it more thought and just looking over fashion and shit and, you know, keeping up with everything. And I was just like, I'm like, bro, these, how you pronounce the name again?
Lanvin.
Yeah, my fault.
Lanvin.
The Lanvin shoes.
Thank you.
I've been seeing them everywhere, like literally everywhere in the past, I'll say month now, bro.
See, and that's why I couldn't introduce it because I've not been seeing these shoes.
Oh,
at all.
yeah.
Like,
So I've been seeing them at least for a month now. And I'm just like, these shoes are ugly to me. And like, no hating on this guy, this brand. I don't know too much about it. I don't really care. It's not made for me. But I respect designers. I respect artists. So, you know, this is just completely subjective on this one item here. To me, they look like I love Margiela, but I want to make them fat. That's what it looks like to me. The replica Margellas, but let's make them fat. You know, suiting to the crowd today. And so when I first looked at it, I was just like, you know, whatever. It's cool. Let the kids do them. You know, I'm just going to miss out on this one. Whatever. And so as it continued to pop up on my timeline and all the cool kids and all the baggy ass jeans and let me wear Tremaine with this and then probably like an off-white shirt. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I'm thinking like, damn, it's so easy. Like we gotta do this on one episode. We have to dedicate one episode to this on how many trends are like gone like just like this. Cause I'm saying this now and watch like by the end of the summer, this shoe's not gonna be a thing anymore. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, fuck, like. Do I blame Virgil for having 50 colorways of the same shoe? I don't know anymore. Like, I think it's quite genius. Like, you niggas are moving way too fast. Let me just switch the colorway and continue to give it to you. You feel me? But basically my point is that A$AP Rocky dropped, I don't know what you call this shoe, but I'm gonna say the Under Armour collaborative shoe that he did with them that everybody, I think the world called trash.
SR Low.
Yeah, the world called them trash because I partially agree that the promotion and not gonna go as far as to say that. I think the rollout, that's the effort level was just not really shown. Like it was just like, here it is, you know? And so it took away from the shoe. But to me, and the reason why I bring up the shoe is that over time, I think this shoe has basically been like revamped 1,000 times. Like literally the silhouette, and I know they come from the Osiris shoe, but the silhouette to me is the Lanvin shoes and it's the Travis Scott Dior's. And Mars, I brought up to Mars when the Travis and Dior's were first previewed. I was like, this gives me more ice cream than anything. But the more I started looking at it, I was just like, nah, like I still kind of get like, you know, ice cream was kind of chunky too. So I get the ice cream Osiris Rocky shoe. And I'm just like, a couple years ago, this shoe was terrible. Like literally terrible. And it was co-signed by A$AP Rocky. And so I just started thinking, I'm just like, you know, at this point, what are we falling for? Like, you know, when it comes to the clothing design now, are we falling for like what looks good and what we feel like we can afford? Or are we just falling for what's affordable with the best, like, you know, hype price tag? And I was watching a video on the Dior collab once again.
None of this shit about to be affordable though.
The A$AP Rockies were affordable. But I mean, no one wanted to pay them. But
they were.
What was it? It was like 2 something, right? Like 200 or something?
No, I think it hit that 3.
I think
it
so,
hit
did
that
it?
3. I think it did. I can't remember.
Did it really?
Go
look up retail on them.
Well, right now they're $250, so get them while they got. While they got them.
Let's look at retail.
Retail. It must have been 2 something then.
I think it was 2.
Cause I couldn't imagine them.
250.
Oh, yeah, 250.
I mean, that's a little high, ain't gonna lie, because I don't like them that much. But
That's still tax.
it's, I mean, in reference to the shoes, and I'm, you know, bringing up to, you know,
because Lanvin's is 800.
Yeah.
And the Dior's is probably gonna be 1,200.
literally. So all I was getting at with the fact is like, just thinking back to like, the biggest problem that everybody had with Dior and everybody collabing right now is like the integrity of a brand, you know? And so I was just like, does that even matter anymore? Like, does it really even matter?
I mean, not to regular consumers. Once it's hot, it's hot. They don't care where it came
But
from.
look how fast
it
we're
came
going
about.
through trends right now. Like, I can't think because it's been that much. Like, I'm being serious. Like,
And then you got the PJ Tucker sneaker this nigga just brought up.
I'm not even gonna go into that. Okay, you're giving me too much right now.
The
I gotta
Dolce &
focus.
Gabbana's.
Cause let's think about
PJ
it.
and Cabana.
What was last summer? What was everybody wearing last summer?
Don't ask me. I don't fucking remember. Was it still? Were we still on the Balenciaga wave last summer?
Nah, the year before. Like, actually, you can arguably say 2 to 3 years ago. Honestly, look at the Balenciaga Triple S's.
The triple.
Rick's never gone away. You can't say that.
But
So
I mean,
look,
I do feel like everybody recently just started like saying like, okay, I need me a pair of Ricks.
who do you think that's because though?
I don't know.
Not you said me? Shut the fuck up. That's not me. If everybody be wearing Aqua 8s. The fuck? It's not me. What I think Rick's is just becoming more of a thing is because it's the middle. It's like not trying to be funny. Shout out to the niggas that did it on Instagram, but it's a starter pack. You can get a pair of not Geo Baskets. You can get a pair of Dark Shadow Ricks for like $350, $400, grailed, of course. I'm not speaking out of the store. I'm not speaking out of the store, and so it's kind of like the starter pack, I would say. And then look at the Triple S's. I want to remember when it came out. I think Balenciaga was away for a while though. I would say that, like the brand in general.
This nigga did not put in triple S. Nigga said SSS shoes.
Type in triple.
No, it's
type in
not.
triple S, bro.
No, it's not.
We have a lazy research man today. God damn.
It's literally not the same thing at all.
Nah, it's right there, bro.
Triple S Balenciagas. I have no idea when these shits came out.
I think it was like 3. It definitely wasn't last year. It had the earliest I'm giving is 2 years ago.
Well,
See?
what was hot
That's
last year was probably them
four.
fucking
4 years ago. That's crazy.
I know I seen a lot of people with them Dior Chucks. That was a big
Yeah,
deal.
that was a big deal. That was a big deal.
With the
But
monogram.
basically,
on it.
what I'm getting at is like, and I'm not sure if this has always been a thing. I might have to do more on my fashion research. But I feel like higher end brands are just making basic shoes. Like you just said, Dior Chucks were huge. Balenciaga's, everybody compared them to Skechers. Now we have an Osiris's and Dior's. Like, the line, there is no line. It's, I agree there should never
we
been a
said
line.
We
Yeah.
said that last episode.
But to me, like, now it's just like, I think it's just pure laziness. Like, hey, let me look for an old shoe that's, kind of familiar in some ways and call it a day. Like, everybody loves the LVs and Air Forces, and I'm just like, I think, Virgil's paying respects with that, and that's cool, but I was just like, I don't really know if I like this. Like,
Custom like LV.
forever, and I'd be telling
there's
Mars
nothing
that.
special about that.
I was telling Mars, I was like, I think, that's no shade to Virgil. I was like, damn, the fact that I've seen LV Forces customs for so long, I think it takes away from it.
Yeah.
But it also is fire because he's paying respects in some ways. But then, that price point is like, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
anyways.
it still looks cool, but it's just like you can't appreciate it the same way.
Yeah.
Because it's like you've seen it so much with customs and everything, and now those LV Forces is gonna be like $900 retail. So it's just like what you gonna do?
To me, it's like, and I've always been a fan. I've always told everybody, even people that's watching this, commenting, whatever. Like, I don't care what you buy, you like it, fake, bootleg, Zara, Payless. My nigga, I used to get fucking Converse, Payless me all day, try to cover the back, but whatever.
That's
it's
a
like,
real thing now too. The days like I see a lot of people like legitimately like promoting like fake shoes.
And I'm about to get into that. So like
reps, like
I think 2019, I could be wrong. It should have been earlier this year possibly, but like there's a new influencer now, right? It's called like Gen something influencer, and it's basically influencers that promote what they believe in and what they think is knowledgeable instead of ad or something. So basically, which I think is true because I think we all do that with YouTube and TikTok. We go to these apps, these platforms to look for information or someone's belief on something that this podcast, our beliefs on a situation or our opinion.
Yeah.
Let me say that, our opinion on a situation. And so I think that's what's going to kill these high-end brands, which I also think is scary because paying someone to promote a brand is different than paying someone to promote what the agenda is. You know what I mean? So now that I think people are free-willing speaking, quotation marks, around all of that, I feel like it's going to be easier to say, hey, these shoes are organic, vegan, vegan leather, all this shit. And we're going to be like, yeah, we love Balenciaga. They're supporting us. When in reality, it's like, we don't know what the fuck they're making. They haven't yet to show us anything. So I think that's extremely scary, especially when they're making basic ass shit. This is no shade to anybody that's doing this. I'm just saying, like, if you really think about it, like the future of clothes and just Instagram and social media in general is going to be like very, very hard of like blurred lines because it's like, even I feel like your most TikTok people, most famous TikTok people, they can get you to buy anything, like literally anything. My 12, 13-year-olds would buy anything, grab a card, buy it. It could be a piece of shit. Bro, FaZe Clan just got called out for that. FaZe Clan had a huge scam.
Yeah,
There
that was ridiculous.
Like-
They basically were promoting this coin. It's basically like an altcoin, like Bitcoin and shit. But it was called Save the Kids coin. And it was marketed as a charity coin. But basically what they did was everybody who put into it, and then they basically changed like the source code to say that they could sell it off within the first second instead of within the first like day or 24 hours, whatever it was. And they basically just ran off with everybody's money. Like, plain and simple.
In lamest terms, for niggas like me, they just scammed everybody. Donate to the kids when the kids are my pockets. But no one's questioning them because why? They're influencers. They're huge. They have FaZe next to their name. You feel me? And I'm like, if we're getting to the point where all it takes is for a blue check or an affiliate of a name to you, it's like, to me, the agenda is fucking crazy. Like, it's scary. You know what I mean?
Shit like this is, to me, is going to lead to, like, crypto being regulated, but also probably, like, some kind of regulation or some kind of things on, like, influencing.
Yeah, it's,
like, that is going to become something
I forgot
where
what,
it has to be more
I forgot what
serious than
country
it
does
is.
this, but now you probably got to look it up. But the country that allows, like, now if you have any editing to your picture, it has to say it. Who was that? I mean, you can just
Really?
Google it, bro.
That's new. I never heard about that.
Yeah, it was on.
Just saw that.
But
I forgot what country that. But yeah, basically any ad, anything, it has to say this picture has been like edited or something.
yeah.
Which I don't think is gonna stop anything. But Okay, this was a. I don't think it's the best way.
I'm trying to think of like what's the way to like.
Just type in like country stops Photoshop or I don't know. I don't really know how to word it either, but something like along those lines.
But
But yeah, so back to the topic. Yes, like the FaZe clan is one of many examples. You feel me? I just feel like,
and that's not the first time that's happened, but it's the first time that it's happened with that kind of like influencer group. You know,
and I'm happy. Hold on, let's think of a way better way to say this. Country bands editing, or something like that. But okay, and I'm not throwing any shade to FaZe clan because I think they went about the right way. They kicked them out. I don't think they made it like too huge of a thing. Just get them out of there and let's get this handled. You know, so shout out to them for doing that. But I'm just using those like that example to say like, look how easy it was. You know, and people scam for forever. You remember that old lady that got scammed thinking she was dating? I forgot who was asking for like $5 million and she got it. He got it. I remember that story. So this old lady thought she was dating a celebrity. Can't remember who it was. Can't remember the name.
Norway.
It was Norway that did the banning of, not banning, but stopping editing without saying that the picture is edited. But okay, so there was an old lady that thought she was dating somebody. I can't remember who. And in all, at the end of the year, she ended up selling this person $5 million, bruh, in total. And it was a complete scam. So I'm not sitting here trying to say like, you know, FaZe Clan started this shit or these influencers started it. It's gonna forever be a thing. But all I'm saying is we're giving people, and I think I'm included in this as well, is using social media as an influencer, but like we're giving people a platform, calling them an influencer, and then also paying them to push whatever agenda. Like this shit is scary. And then when you really think about it, it's like we're stepping more and more away from pictures. We're stepping more and more into videos, and we want to hear and see what you do. So it's just like to see that and to know that, like Instagram now, I think, did I send that to you?
Yeah, how they're moving to more of a
Instagram literally came out and said we're not doing pictures anymore. Like we are prioritizing videos, you know. And this young lady that I was watching, she was fucking fire on TikTok. I can't remember her name right now, but she was just saying like, yeah, this is the reason why Instagram is dying because they went from being ahead and caring about people's pictures to now trying to keep up. And she got great examples with Instagram with the Snapchat stories, Instagram with this, Instagram with that. And they were just trying to keep up with Twitter, trying to keep up with TikTok and shit. And so she was just saying like, if you ever want to stick to what you're doing, it's always the best thing to do. She was like, why can't you just make pictures more appealing or, you know, give people better outreach because everybody's crying on crying on Instagram because the algorithm changes every 2 seconds. And so
it's so hard to do fucking ads.
Yeah, and they were saying, which I hate. I had this discussion with B. I will never forget. I've always thought Instagram should have 2 options. Regular, like I'm a regular person, or e-commerce. If I want to see clothing on my timeline, then I can see it. If I don't, I don't. But B was telling me that it kind of like divides the app, you know, to make people like either choose when they don't want you to choose. And so the young lady in the TikTok video was basically saying like Instagram's new like reach is just to be an e-commerce app. You'll get on there, you'll see all like good fashion ads, and basically the picture that will be posted and outreach to you will more be like a, you know, ad type of situation. And you can still blow off of pictures, but it's gonna be more influencer based. And then like the average person videos will go up if they're videos. So they're basically saying like, hey, me, you, whatever, let's do videos. That's how you'll blow up because we want to kind of get the same thing TikTok is doing. You can get on TikTok, your video can blow up easy. Yeah. So they want to copy that. But when it comes to pictures, that's more e-commerce, you know? And I'm just like, why not just give people the option? Like I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I guess as a business, you don't want to.
Yeah, because I mean, you want everybody to do everything on your app.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be like, hey, you could just choose this and now we know we're not going to get anything from you on this other side. No, we don't want to cut off that stream of income.
I've never like thought that was bad. I've always thought you should have 2 options on that shit. Even with your own profile, you should have 2 options. Hey, I want to have no likes or likes, which you can do now. But also, hey, I want my pictures to like, I want to be in album mode. Everybody wants to have like 5 pictures up or some shit. Like you can just do that. Like what's wrong with that instead of fucking archiving everything? But I guess to your point, also to B's point, I think it just plays more on a psychological thing. Like, hey, like I feel like I'm being kind of having to be an influencer in some certain ways or having to perceive to be one. And I just feel like one thing they haven't done well, which the young lady brought up as well, is like the new thing is photo dumps. Why hasn't Instagram tried to like promote that? Like make it more of a thing? Because, you know, that's how Instagram started essentially. People was posting random pictures. And I think Instagram, if they wanted to be smart, will just they're just new Tumblr. Like, to me, all the pictures that blow up now or photo dumps that blow up is random good-looking shit. And is that not Tumblr?
Yeah, somewhat.
I literally think they're the new Tumblr, bro. Tumblr, never got into e-commerce, but if they did, bro, you know how many more people would be rich right now? Glenn and Ian then would have been rich. Justine then would have been rich if e-commerce were more of a thing on Tumblr. It was more like you had to figure that shit out, you know? With Instagram now, everything's like, hey, be a business. Hey, this is how you add your Facebook. This is how you add a link to your bio. It's all step by step. I feel like if Tumblr was more e-commerce friendly, all those OG Tumblr famous people would have made, I'm not gonna say millions, but a lot of money. Like a lot of fucking money. And so, I don't know. I think all this like influencer, even bringing it back to fashion shit, it's just becoming so like, you know, essentially pop culture, but it's just becoming so blurred to me because it's like as time move on, we're expecting more and more from an individual that literally knows nothing. They just got on their phone and got good at looking cute in front of a camera, and now it's like we want them to teach us math. You feel me? I just feel like it's just so much on a person and it's just not cool. But at the same time, I can't even blame the person because I feel like Instagram and TikTok and all these apps know exactly what they're doing. Like every time I'm going through TikTok looking for like a model or influencer, I'm scared as shit. I'm like, she looks like she's of age for me to ask her to do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can model, right? And little do I know I'm DMing a fucking 16-year-old with 3 million followers. Like, you know what I mean? That's really fucking weird. Like, what the... I'm just, you know, of course, just hitting her up to model, but you gotta really think about this 16-year-old has 3 million followers. And, like, I could say the wrong word and I'm, you know... the end, bye. Like, shit like that is just scary to me. And I don't think there's ever gonna be lines to it because to Mars's point is like, you're giving somebody another option that you don't want to give them. So it's like, it's probably always going to be one thing. But yeah, just bringing it back to fashion and everything, I think as long as people are so easily influenced by whatever that influencer is wearing, clothes are never going to really mean anything anymore. It's just going to be like this. Like, it's going to be so fast.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
this is just going to continue to stay trendy.
Like
for forever. Like,
and I think fast fashion is being... I'm going to stop. It's whatever. I'm just going on a rant. It's whatever. We can,
yeah, I can tell.
We can stop now.
Nigga ran his life away.
I'm just like, it's just so many things.
Influencers versus fashion influencers and this, that, and the third.
Because it all ties into each other, bro. Like, deadass. Give me a fucking book. Like, because, okay, last thing.
Here we go.
I feel like fast fashion now is being blurred behind looking like cool. Hear me out, right? I looked at a couple brands. I'm going to use Minimal, for example, right? Minimal is a fast fashion brand. I don't care what nobody says. But they don't promote themselves like that. Like, it just looks nice, basic. We're giving you essentials. Everything is cool around here. There's no way in hell I should be getting distressed good pair of jeans for $40. No way. H&M wasn't even doing that. H&M, you going out there, maybe on a sale, you get a $40 pair of pants. But I'm just like, damn. But I was asking JoJo, I'm like, is this fast fashion? But look at their site. Like, go to their site. You don't get that vibe from them. And I'm starting to notice that. Now it's more like once you give off like the basic, essential, deep kind of like we understand clothing, I don't think you get the fast fashion branding to it. Like, does that look like fast fashion to you?
Doesn't it look like fast fashion?
Yeah, and no shots to Minimal at all. They're making money. They're doing their thing. I'm just saying, like, I'm starting to notice that.
Niggas got a draw cord belt, a little shoestring for a belt on here for $375. That's nuts. I would not know anything about it because I've never. But
I'm saying, does this rub you as fast fashion?
The designs do, but not necessarily.
The brand, right? Not the thank you, because you're more fashionably inclined, so you're gonna know like those cotton jeans is basically saying, hey, or the floor jeans, like, damn, Gucci did that years ago. People still love it though. Let's do that. And then all of these basic essential ripped pair of jeans, people will forever love that. We got the Balmain copies that people will forever love. We got the Capital copies right there. So it's like, if you know fashion, you're gonna be like, okay, this is, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if you're just looking at this for what it is, you're like, oh nah, this is great. Like, this is fucking unbelievable. Like, and you don't think you're, doing fast fashion. You're like, no, it's minimal. It's cool. It seems nice. And I feel like the fast fashion branding was more like just random shit, floating clothes, kind of like, you can kind of get that it was not too much into it, but the clothes, I feel like more people now are caring and putting a little oomph into their website, into their production to make it a little bit more, but it's the same thing.
Like having their models wear Jordans and stuff like
that. Yeah.
It feels more like...
hey,
this is for you. Like,
exactly.
This isn't just
we got you, yeah.
This
like,
isn't just some...
You will
we're
see,
not just a big company.
Yeah, you will see them with Jordans, Forces, even the newest shit. So you'll be like, oh yeah, this is, you know what I mean?
We're for the people.
Exactly. So I think that's also something that's scary. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it just blurred lines in between like the influencers of Instagram and TikTok and also the companies. Because you can't just say also all the influencers. But yeah, it's
Yeah, man. I honestly, I'm not going to say like I'm off fashion, but I'm off like being into like all this extra like fashion shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather just get some old t-shirts and
Bro,
call it a day.
bro, I'm always gonna be for fashion. And I'm not gonna lie, I do love everything I just said. And look at that, bro. Look,
What?
you know what tee that is?
Where? I don't see it.
Bottom left, right here. Put your arrow on it.
Oh, the Mandarin collar shirt?
You know what tee that is? You know what tee that is, right?
No, I don't.
Yo, you're bugging. Click it. Click. Now go to a new tab. Now type in Travis Scott. Come on.
This nigga getting the
Get in the wheel.
All right.
Type in Travis and Kanye wearing the same tee. It's okay. We're putting you on a lot of pressure. We're sorry, Levi. I don't want to quote the brand wrong. I think I know what it is, but it's gonna pop up after this.
What is it?
There you go. First tee.
Oh,
It's a lean tee.
Celine.
Am I tripping?
Oh, no, it's the same thing.
Now go back to that. The same thing.
Yeah, it is the same thing.
But you have to be fashionably inclined to know that, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So go back to it. And it has two
Think about
colorways. I
it
didn't
now.
even see that. Go to the second colorway.
Nigga gas.
See what I mean?
That's the same color, is it not?
Go back to it.
Click the wrong thing. Yeah, that's the same exact color.
That's my point. All right. Nice episode here.
That's crazy.
$45. And people are buying this not knowing that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, at least I think fast fashion was more like you knew what you was buying back then and you just looked the other way. But now it's like, you might just buy this shit and not even know. Like,
Yeah,
for real.
They're starting to pull from more obscure, like, fashion pieces and everything.
It's like oh shit. Like,
they're starting to pull from, to think that they're pulling from, like, a Capital now is kind of just, like, crazy. Because I feel like Capital isn't, like,
exactly.
yeah, like, yeah.
Exactly. That's my point. It's fucking
right.
crazy.
All right, yeah, we can wrap this up. I'm way out of my depth with this fashion conversation, so we're going to close this off. All right, you guys, thanks for watching the Too Many Ideas podcast, and we'll be back next week. And we are out of here.